you don't put your hand up and say, can you please have a statue of me in the town we grew up, or I grew up in. But and when it's done, you think, gee, that's a great honour that people would bother to do that. And that's how I see anything that I've been able to do in footy, as being, a privilege and honour, and I appreciate it so much. It means a lot, and we are a very close family. Our daughter, we've got 7 grandchildren, but our daughter and her children and Paul and his children, we're very close, and we do appreciate all these things that come along. We don't take them for granted. What's going on? That was good. Well, I'll put it bluntly, I got a hell of a shock, and it was sensational. The fact that we're talking about family, and we are a close family, I think you can probably see that. And then, when I was told to turn around and look, and there was so much yellow, so much gold, and I thought, what's going on? It just didn't register with me. But, it's a wonderful, terrific thrill.
We were scaring Poppy because he didn't know we were coming here.
The fact that the jumper's got my name in it and it's got my signature underneath is an absolute thrill. And you don't ask for these things, but when they come along, gee, they're nice, and you really appreciate it. At the end of the day, probably the underlying thing in the whole thing is the fact that it's such a wonderful club. And it stands for so many wonderful things, which makes it a real honour to be a part of the club. That's the way I look at it. I'd do anything for the club that I possibly could, because it's done so much for me.